is up, my super riders? Welcome back to Genshin Impact. We are going to be doing the last part of the event, Providence. Although, not all the game parts are out, though. Hold on. As you can see, 10 more hours. So the game parts, I'm probably going to keep that separate from the story. So, yeah. Hold on, let me go in my stream. Gotta put on the chat so I can see it. There you go. Look at that. All ready and set. Okay. Oh man, it's such a... Hold on. Wait for the following 7 o'clock day. Gathering of the Stars.
Have arrested some Eremites who snuck into the city. Maybe they were the ones plotting to kidnap Sachin. Let's go to the academia and check with Araf.
Dory! Hey, have you decided the information for me? Paimon's a little curious about your exclusive information, but we need to hear the price first. If it's too expensive, then forget it. I'll sell it to you for a fixed price of 1 million more. What? I mean, I have 10 million right now, but that's not the point. That's too much. That's a lot. Never mind, 1 million more. I can buy lots and lots of tasty food. Really? Wait a sec. Let me see. Paimon is customer number of 1001 for today. The original cost of the information was 1 million more, but for you, the price is now free. Really? Paimon didn't know such luck exists? Wait, you're not baiting us into spending, are you? Maybe the first sentence is free, but not the next sentence. If you don't want it, fine. Next. Wait. Forget it, what Paimon said. Well, listen. Dory's exclusive scoop, number 1. Do you remember the Diadem of Knowledge? Paimon remembers that only the champion was entitled to wear the diadem. It seemed very valuable. Exactly. The diadem that Sachin gave the Academia was a rather expensive antique. Yet this very diadem, after it was donated to the Academia, was lost by them once before. Why didn't we hear about this? Why is there a coin circling us right there? Is that Mora? That's a piece of Mora, isn't it? How is that possible? Man. If everyone knew about this, would my information still be considered exclusive? Of course, this information doesn't come from nowhere. I've got witnesses. There's a young fellow named Kashmir from the suburbs. If you're interested in delving further, you could ask him. The password is that incident from 20 years ago. 20 years ago? Okay, apparently we got a quest from Dory. I'm running out of stamina right now, honestly. Where are you, Kashmir? How far away are you? Oh, you're outside of the city. Oh well, nice run around parkouring the city. Now and then won't hurt. Ah, you're probably at this house, aren't you? Yes, you are. There you are. Who are you guys? Is there something you need? No, that incident from 20 years ago. I guess I shouldn't have told anyone. Last time I had too much to drink and blabbered a little too much, and now people are seeking me out. Since you're curious, I guess I'll tell you. I was just 6 years old 20 years ago, so I can remember clearly what happened at the time. But recently I read the diary I kept when I was a child and vaguely recalled the situation back then. The Interdarshan Championship was also held that year. There were 3 rounds, the last of which was outside the city. I begged my mom to take me out of town to see it, and when she refused, I snuck out. And then I ended up getting lost outside the city in the middle of nowhere. There was no one around. I grew more and more frightened and began to cry. That's when I saw some strange creatures. I can't remember what they looked like. I only remember how as a child, I stopped crying at the sight of them. Strange creatures? They must be the Aranara. They took me to the competition. Unfortunately, by the time we got there, it was too late. It was already over. Just when I was disheartened, I suddenly saw one of those strange creatures slowly dragging a clown along. Oh, crown! I said clown. That would be a scary sight. It was a beautiful, I almost said battlefield now, crown, shining in the moonlight, and I could not help but follow it. I saw the little fellow hide the crown in a hollow tree before disappearing. I wanted to touch the crown, but at the moment I could hear the distant cries of my mother. It turns out she figured out I was lost and got her neighbors to go looking for me. I never got to touch it. It was until I was older when I saw the Diadem of Knowledge at the Interdarshan Championship that I realized it was the same thing. Alright, do you remember where the diadem ended up? It's probably in the Yayyyyyyyy forest, but I've been back a few times and I haven't found anything. No one would believe me, even if I told them. Alas, even I can't remember it clearly. Perhaps it was a dream I had when I was a child. Well, should we go look for it? The Yayyyyyyyy forest. Let's go over the bridge. Go over the bridge. We always teleport everywhere. Why not? Oh, it's all the way over there. Oh, our floating friends are still here. Wait, didn't I have a quest to do for them? That's probably why. I'll do that quest later. I don't want to keep my quest just sitting there in the quest option, never being done in like a couple years, like my last quest that I finally finished. Ooh, apples. Haven't seen that in a long time. I prefer green apples, but there's only red apples in this game. I don't know. I like the sour taste more than the sweeter taste of the apples. Yeah, probably the other side. Ah! Ooh, look at that. Is anyone home? There's a hole in a tree. It seems completely empty and there's nothing in it. Wait, there's a note there. A good Nara taught the Arakashapa how to read. Arakashapa must protect the good Nara. What's this supposed to mean? Hold on. Need to do something real quick. Ask Dory for information.
Book learning alone is not enough to cultivate intelligence. All those scholars in the academia are prime examples.
Sorry. I have to auto my other game because there's an event. I'm autoing on my phone while playing this. Oh, look at those silly turtles dancing around the rock. What's in here? I see.
Brace yourself.
Oh!
Would have glided me
I
faster.
didn't see the dendro barrel.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Neil Bennett. Oh wow, I'm burning faster than healing. There we go.
Time to act.
Down there.
Body and mind. Time to act.
Whoa! Oh no! I almost forgot I could plunge. I did not have enough stamina for a glider. Dory! Ah, my arm. Well, well, if it isn't Arrow and Paimon yet again. I have the latest update on the Academia Extravaganza. Would you like to hear it? How much is it? It's free, isn't Lord Sangamabe generous? Do you guys remember Sachin? The guy who sponsored the Academia Extravaganza? Paimon heard that the prize money of the Diadem of Knowledge came from him. Bingo! In fact, not long ago, when I was doing business in the desert, I met an old businessman. And guess what I got from him? A dealer's ledger. With it, I can avoid dangerous areas in the desert and go to more places. Of course, the most important thing is that the ledger mentions Sachin. It turned out that Sachin had been to the desert to investigate the people's local conditions and customs. He also had cordial exchanges with the traveling merchants in the desert. Much of the text is lost, but this is a first-hand account of the big sponsor behind the Academia Extravaganza. Would you like to look? Okay, let's have a look then. Old papers. The sandstorms are raging, the caravan has stalled. We ran into a scholar calling himself Sachin. He said he could sponsor the caravan provided that this is a trial of human nature, betrayal, plunder. There was nothing we could do. No one could withstand. If I could do it all over again, I would never have taken that money. Then they wouldn't have had to die. And I wouldn't be living like this. A fate worse than death. People are the most terrifying animals in this world. Oh, dang. This is all hard to understand. Dory, what does this all mean? What does this all mean? I'm afraid that if you need to analyze, it'll cost you an extra $1 million more. Oh gosh. I thought it was free! Oh, hey Emma, how are you doing? You have a volleyball game today? Good luck! I'll try to send you the power of anime on your side. You'll be doing parkour during your volleyball. Forget it then. Well, since you are not paying, that'll be all for Dory's special news. But let me give you a hint. There should be someone here who's been to a lot of Academia Extravaganzas. Perhaps you could talk to them. Talk to them? Apparently there's like a side quest for Academy Extravaganza. So right now I don't think we're doing the main part. Yeah, we're not. And true steps.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, it's far away. Oh, an Aru village. Thank you. My coach hates me, so I might not even be in the tournament today, but I don't. Oh. Aw. Wait, why does your coach hate you? Did you explain to me this before and I completely forgot? Or is this new information? Okay.
Time to act. No, my sword.
Why did I do that? Oh. Old man. Alas, seeing these young children, I can't help but reminiscent about the past. The Indarshan Championship has always been a stage for young talent. Unfortunately, not every genius will be successful eventually. Why do you say that? Geniuses are mostly stubborn and cold and find it hard to understand the pain of others. Empathetic people, on the other hand, often fall into self-doubt and depression. People who are not firm can only stand still, while people who are determined but walk down the wrong path refuse to look back. There's a lot to think about here. Hey, that's some deep stuff, old man. No, I didn't explain, Lil. She doesn't like me because there's two girls from the other team, the worst of the three teams. That can serve her harder than me. That's not a reason for your coach to hate you! That is such a stupid reason! Dang, I wish I could talk to that coach right now. Eh. For this year's Introdartion Championship, my favorite has to be Sino. It's dumb. I agree, it's very dumb. Aside from his skills as the General Mahamacha, looking back at the tournament's history, the Spantamad Darshan has the highest percentage of champions. Many people say that the Spantamad Darshan produces many talented people, such as Cyrus, Ruzika, Lisa, Sino. The brighter the talent, the sooner the game will lose its suspense. The most exciting competition that was still 20 years ago. At that time, my friend also participated in the game, and I went there to cheer for him. The last round was played in the Avidia Forest. In the end, no one dared to approach them, and no one knew what was going on in the depths of the forest. Then I heard the Academia shut down the competition. Later, the Interdarshan Championship removed many of the events in which people fought to the death, discouraging people from being desperate enough to do so. Oh gosh! What is your friend like? Let me think. He's honest and kind, but he's also vulnerable and sensitive. Anyways, how do you like this event so far? This event is amazing, Emma. I love it. I get to see Kaveh and I'll hate them. We get more of Kaveh. It's amazing. We better get a hangout event of Kaveh. And I'm surprised Kaveh is gonna be a 4-star. I honestly thought he was gonna be a 5-star. Most of all, he cares about oh yeah, the people that I'm hoping to win is either Sino. I really want him to get his TCG card, or Layla, because she's like trying so hard, so I want to believe in her. Yes, I agree. Most of all, he cares about us. When we drink together, our time is filled with laughter and cheer. Right now I'm doing Dory's side quest in the extravaganza. It's just too bad that it's all in the past now. Among the friends we drank with, some died, some disappeared, some now live in seclusion. They say fate is fickle. Perhaps it's true. I love both of them. Sino has dumb jokes though. I love Sino's jokes. They're amazing. Looks like something did happen 20 years ago. Right. Didn't we Quas tell us to seek him out if we had any questions? I love the event, the newest Windbloom Festival event when Sino was pretending to, trying to get the others to pretend to be different, people, like an adventure and stuff. Now that we have time, why don't we ask him? I am Sino, the adventurer. Oh, that was great. Ah! Okay. Where am I supposed to go again? Hold on. Go to the academia to look for Quas. Okay. The quest is currently... Oh no, I don't think I can do it. Ah, are you kidding me? The quest location is currently involved in other quests. Please check the details. To claim the crown. Ah, this. Okay. We're gonna have to do this first.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Ah. Every time we get a new region, like with Leeway and Inazuma, and we get a bunch of stories and events from the new region, I start to think, wow, I miss the old region we were in. Don't you get that? Or is that just me? I don't know. Dang it! Yeah. I went too far down.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Yes! Thank you! Yeah, I start missing seeing the characters that we used to saw so many times. Like, I miss Ito so much right now. Ito's the best.
Ah, you're here. Sorry, I was just about to send someone to inform you. I only just finished interrogating the suspects.
Oh?
What did you find out?
Well, lots of unexpected details, let's put it that way. The mercs themselves were surprisingly easy to catch. We just had someone dress up as Sachin and they took the bait. But then it starts to get messy. During the interrogation, we learned that they were hired by Sachin's own child.
Huh? Wait, when I first played the Leeway quest, I was like, man, I miss Mondstadt. Yeah, because we're just there for a while, we get attached to the characters, and then all of a sudden we leave them and we're like, ah. It's hard.
What? Why would someone want to kidnap their own father? What's up with that?
It's anybody's guess at this point. In any event, apparently the guys we caught are just the tip of the iceberg. Most of them are still snooping around outside the city. We're diverting manpower as we speak to try and round them all up. Would you like to come along?
Sure.
Sure! Let's go get to the bottom of all this!
I said the same thing as Paimon. I said one word, the same thing. Okay. Are we able to continue Dory's side quest? I want to continue the main one, But I'm afraid Dory's side quest is gonna disappear. I don't know. If I finish the main first. Okay, now we're back at Dory's side quest. That incident from 20 years ago, why the sudden question? Did you hear any particular information? We've heard that the diadem seems to have been lost 20 years ago, and some contestants' personality has changed. You seem to know a lot about that. Weekwas, is there something you're not telling us? Not exactly. I was 5 years old when it happened. How could I know? But there are things I've never told anyone. I'm actually part of the Academia Extravaganza's planning committee because of the influence of his senior colleague. That senior colleague and I met on a trip. He was a bit timid and would always flee and cower somewhere at the first sign of an emergency. One day, 4 years ago, I said to him, I want to go back to the Academia. The Academia Extravaganza is about to begin. And then, upon mentioning the Academia Extravaganza, he got startled and said something about it has nothing to do with me. When I said goodbye to him, he insisted on getting a drink with me. After several drinks, he started talking all sorts of nonsense. I also had too many, and in my drunken stupor, I didn't really hear him that well. I only remember that he said that he lost the Diadem of Knowledge for a while. He was in charge of the distribution and recovery of the Diadem of Knowledge, and that he nearly had a heart attack upon realizing that the diadem was missing. Fortunately, he finally found it in a tree hole, like the one we saw before. He said that the Diadem of Knowledge is a very valuable treasure, which is recorded in the many ancient books. Legend has it that it was built by a famous craftsman in ancient times and carries a secret that no one knows. Sachin had entrusted the Academia to safeguard the diadem. After all, if my senior was responsible for the diadem's disappearance, he could not afford to pay for it with his meager wealth. Even if the loss was temporary, no one should know of it, lest the Academia find him guilty of gross negligence. So he covered it up. Yes, it seems that he also said that many people came to inquire about it, including children. But he said that the diadem had never been lost. But he was so scared that when things blew over, he quit his job and left the Academia. I drank too much that night, and when I woke up the next day, he was gone. The more I thought about it, the more I had a bad feeling that issues would crop up in the Academia Extravaganza, if entrusted to someone like him. I didn't have a job at the time, so I joined the Academia Extravaganza planning committee. I tried to investigate things on the inside too, but I couldn't find anything. And the diadem was found, and the man whose personality was said to have changed was dead, and there was nothing to be found. Oh, wow. Still, 20 years is still a long time, long enough that the people involved from the beginning no longer remember nor care. That's all I know. If you're curious, keep investigating and maybe one day you'll discover the truth. That's easy for you to say. We don't have much to go on. Do you have any more information, like where the senior colleague went? I haven't heard from him. Later I also went to the desert to look for him, but in the vast desert it was almost impossible to run into him. To make up for it, I do have some information on Sachin. Would you like to hear it? Sure, tell us. When I was traveling, I did so with an Eremite commander. While we were chatting, he said he came into possession of an article written by an Academia researcher. He seemed to think it was something precious and refused to show it to anyone, only to let me peek at it at my request. I only caught a glimpse of it, but I saw that it was signed by Sachin. I didn't know who Sachin was, nor did I care. After joining the Academia Extravaganza planning committee, I found out that he was an important member of the Vahumana Darshan, who sponsored the event. If you're interested, you can find the Eremite commander in the desert. He's usually in the Valley of Dahri. Information related to Sachin. Alright, let's go take a look. I wonder how long this side quest is, but it's pretty interesting. I mean, unless if you guys want me to go start the main part of the extravaganza and then do the side quest. Your guys' choice, you're the viewers. Ew. Ah! Really? There you go. Now teleport. Oh, there you are. What do you want? Whoa, this guy looks real fierce. Either say your piece or leave. I have no time for you. I have to get ready, so I have to go. Good luck with the event. Thank you, Emma. Bye-bye. Good luck with you, too. Actually, we heard that you have Sachin's article on you, so we were wondering if we could have a look. Are you kidding me? No! Why would you ask that? Oh, right, I was talking like the Eremite. It seems like you guys really don't know. Some time ago, I had the article appraised. Turns out it's nothing more than a personal travel journal, and is of little value. He hired my father to keep him safe. That Sachin fellow would often walk, ask, write, and mumble. Hey, Pokey. Hi, Raven. How are you? There was one time his papers were blown away by the wind. He said it was no big deal. My father, however, thought that things written by intellectuals must be valuable, so he looked around for them at night with a torch. None among my family can read. My father cherished this article and then passed it on to me. I had no idea it was completely worthless. Sounds unfortunate, but do you still have it? Yes, you want to have a look? You can look at it as much as you want. Since it's not worth anything, there's no need for me to be so stingy. I'm good. How are you doing? I'm good, I'm good. Oh, wow! Honestly don't feel like reading this, but I know I can read it. Unclear notes. Once the gods reigned supreme, all life flocked to them like sheep seeking shepherds, and those who suffered did so in silence. Now divine power has dwindled while human wisdom has blossomed. However, those who suffer face suffering still. There is a saying in Liyue that goes, life is like lodging at an inn, and in Inazuma all things are but void. It hurts every time I read these words. You're in pain? What happened, Ellipse? I tried to seek the reason for this. The wheel of time turns, and the only constant throughout Sumeru's history is human nature. Since arriving in the desert, I have conducted a total of 64 experiments over the course of 7 years. Men are like prisoners or captured animals, feeding on others' happiness. Cramps? Ah, I hope you feel better. What happened? How did you get the cramps? Happiness until one is doomed to eternal torment. Therefore, where there is gain, there must be loss. Where there is happiness, there is agony. Everyone is a victim, but everyone is also a perpetrator. Greed and numbness reside in the heart of humanity. Driven by greed, humans choose to commit evil, and numbness is why they turn blind eye to the evil of others. But if this was what the world is, what is then the meaning of the world? The future is to the present as the present is to the past. Peace was never an option. Conflict is the eternal truth. Everything from my knowledge, my wisdom to my life is but nothingness. Why is everything so deep in this side quest? So this is the article that Sachin wrote? To be honest, Paimon can't make sense of it, any of it. But judgment Judging from the crummy handwriting, Paimon can't say exactly why, but Paimon has the feeling he was going through a tough time. Well, we're done reading it. Thank you very much. You're welcome. It's not worth any money, but I'm going to keep it anyway. After all, my father entrusted it to me. Come see me again if you want to look at it again. Eh. Hold on. Need to do something real quick. Ah! My phone fell. Eh. Sorry, I'm autoing a different game on my phone.
Right now, I wish I was sitting at the top of a tree, looking out over a meadow, cider in hand.
Ellipsis, periods, hurts. I can't move. Oh, I'm sorry for asking. But I hope you feel better soon. Take some pain meds for your stomach. Whenever my stomach or head hurts, I take this medicine called Excedrin. It's over-the-counter meds. It works pretty well.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Dory! It's time, yet again, for an information sale from Lord Sangama Bay. Would you two like to purchase the latest reports? Let me see, this information isn't that important, so I'll go for 500,000 more. Dory. It's to the point I can't eat. Aww. Do you, what about a heating pad? Do you have a heating pad you can use? It's half the usual price. What a bargain. Mind giving it to me for free? Whoa, you want to bring it down to 0 more? Just as I expected. But I am the Lord Great Sangama Bay. Well, since you're so interested, I'll tell you for free, but you must keep it to yourselves. I heard that 20 years ago there was a contestant whose personality suddenly changed after taking part in the competition. Well, it looks like someone saw him in our village. I wonder where he ended up. That's all the information you're getting for free. If you want to hear more, you gotta pay 2 million more. I appreciate your patronage. You're using a heating pad? And it's still barely working? What a ripoff. We can just go to our village ourselves and ask around. Hey, Dory. Oh. I wish I could magically heal you. Or like if magic was actually real in this world. Then we could have healing powers. Well, I hope you feel better soon. Oh, it's an old lady, Grandma. 20 years ago, a young man did appear here. Back then, life was much harder than it is now. Poverty, disease, ignorance, they tormented us constantly. That young man, clearly from the academia, with a bright future, was nevertheless willing to come here and help us. I put it in a pillow so it's comfier. That's good. He taught us how to deal with Wunnet and monsters. He bought us a lot of medicine with money from his own pocket and took care of the ill all by himself. He sounds like a great guy. Yeah, too bad the good die young. He was always frowning and no one knew what he was worried about. Everyone was wondering if he was going to leave us. This place did not have the means to properly host him. Still, many said he was a bit crazy to begin with. For example, he would sometimes tell children a story about how, as a child, he taught a strange creature to write. A creature? Is it Paimon? Thank you. Later, he would often leave the village and explore the desert. Once I asked him what he was looking for, and he said he wanted to talk to someone from the Nagar something group. Later on, I heard that he died in the quicksand. It is said that he encountered a caravan trapped in quicksand. On his way to investigate something. He saved many people, but he himself wasn't able to get out in time. At that time, there was still a half-finished letter addressed to his child at home. After he died, my son took the letter with him, thinking about delivering it someday. Is that unfinished letter still here? No, it's not here. To live a better life, my son became a mercenary. He was killed in a scuffle a few years ago, and his belongings were taken. Many years have passed in the blink of an eye. I wonder how this child turned out, and if they hold a grudge against him. Not many people know these things anymore. I'm getting old. Perhaps I will forget these things soon, too. The side quest is way too deep. Wait, is the side quest done? Huh? Really? That's it? We're not gonna go back? These are just the ones for... Yeah, those are just the minigame events. That's it? Well, I guess we can go back to the main quest. We'll talk back to Dory later to see if she gives us another thing. Oh, those were dots and peaches. There we go. Oh, these flowers are so pretty.
Are you sure this is the right place? Something feels off.
I'm positive. But I don't understand why they're all unconscious on the ground.
Oh, I thought they were dead. We're back on the main quest now. Now we're off of Dory's side quest. But hugs are nice. The best hugs are from your dog.
Boss, we got more company.
So I'm sorry, Raven, if I only accept hugs from my dog.
Look, we were just doing what we were paid to do.
Or cat.
You're punishing the wrong people here. You want the real culprit? It's this guy. He hired us to kidnap Sachin.
Huh? Are you the son?
What happened? Who beat you all up?
Wait, you mean you aren't with them?
With who? Who did this?
First there was this flying brat. Didn't bother asking any questions, just started throwing punches. After that, some guy wearing green came along and interrogated us for a bit.
I'm guessing that's first. The first one is Scarnara, Scaramouche, and the second one is Alhaitham.
I've got the confirmation I needed. This is the one who masterminded this whole plot. Jawani, Sachin's son. If you have any questions for him, now's your chance to ask them. When you're done, I'm arresting them all and taking them back to the academia for further interrogation.
Oh, scary.
So why did you hire people to kidnap Sachin?
What do you think? 20 years ago, we upped and left to go and live a carefree life, not giving a second thought for my welfare.
Dang, Raven, that's dark. Not all cats are scary like that. Jeez.
As if that's not bad enough already, he went and put his entire fortune in the care of the academia, along with a contract saying that one day he'd pass it all on to a genius he admired. That's my inheritance. By rights. You expect me to sit back and watch it go to someone else? If he won't give me what's mine, I'll just have to take it from him.
That's selfish. Were you seriously planning to...
Of course! Didn't he say he would be here somewhere, watching the championship from the shadows? So, I figured I'd get some people to nab him. Then I make him change the contract. And if the Academia doesn't agree to hand over the goods, I make him publicly announce that I'm his chosen genius.
So, did you find him? You trimmed your cat's claws? I have. I don't trim a cat's claws. I'm scared to. If in any case, like a burglar comes in and they don't have anything to protect themselves.
No. The old fart knows how to stay hidden. I'll give him that. He's probably cooped up somewhere watching all this go on and laughing to himself. I already thought he'd gone mad 20 years ago. And who knows what a madman's truly capable of.
What do you know about the Diadem of Knowledge?
Diadem of Knowledge? You mean that thing he donated to the Academia? Well, I can tell you that it's very expensive. He sold a lot of assets to purchase it back in the day. Weird things started happening after he brought it home, too. For example, sometimes we'd hear a high-pitched voice coming from the storage room. Also, before donating it to the Academia, he once shut himself in that same storeroom and researched it non-stop for days. Something was already seriously wrong with him by that point. Nothing he did shocked me.
My cat is safe because... You have swords? Oh, dang.
What do you mean, something wrong with him?
I only have a vague memory of it, since I was very young at the time. But I have the impression that he went out into the desert for research and didn't return for many years. When he finally did return, he was a changed person. He would mumble incomprehensibly and write essays day and night. I asked if I could see what he'd written, but he chased me out of the room. Later, he went out somewhere and took his written essays with him. When he got back, he signed his contract with the Academia. Part of me wonders whether he'd already stopped being my father by that point. Perhaps the man we called Sachin was a demon from the desert who was wearing his skin.
Okay, you can stop now. You're creeping Paimon out.
This small...
You can believe me or not. Doesn't matter to me. I told you all I know. But if you do see Sachin, tell him this for me. Whatever it is that he's researching out there, he'll always be garbage in my eyes.
You finished? In that case, come with us. Well, we finally caught the guy behind all this. Thanks for providing us with the critical information. Do you still have any lingering concerns?
The Diadem of Knowledge.
Yeah! Al-Haytham's notes do mention that item.
Scribe Al-Haytham looked into this matter. Understood. Well, if you believe there to be an issue with the diadem, I'd suggest contacting the organizers and getting them to pause the competitions while we investigate.
What?
That makes sense. Okay then, let's get back to the venue. We need to tell Karina what's going on.
Oh, I don't want to pause the competition.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Ah! Why must the flowers be so pretty in Genshin Impact? Ah!
Karina!
You're finally back. Where have you been? I looked everywhere for you. The third round's already started.
We were out capturing some bad guys who wanted to kidnap Sachin. But that's not important right now. We think there might be something wrong with the Diadem of Knowledge, and we'd like to investigate it.
The diadem? That seems unlikely. The Diadem of Knowledge has been used in every extravaganza over the last 2 decades, always without incident. Why has this come up now?
Some new information has come to the light.
This is pretty serious. Let me think. Okay, here's the situation. The diadem is currently in Mount Ima Forest. We moved it there before the third round began. In the third round, contestants have to go into Mount Ima Forest, find the diadem, bring it back, and place it on the stand. The first person to do this gets 4 points.
Oh.
Considering how close the scores are between our contestants, whoever wins this round is very likely to be the winner of the whole competition. As such, I suspect competition to be very fierce. You might not make it in time.
We have to give it a shot.
I'll mark the diadem's location for you. Please head there immediately. Let's hope nothing happens.
Alright, let's go!
Oh, are we gonna see a cool scene?
The locator stopped working. Is the forest interfering with it? Ugh. Let's just go grab the diadem.
We must see a cool scene. Ah! Do, 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 do. Right there. Ah, fall damage. Oh, Fenty's dead. I honestly thought he was gonna survive. Hold on. Don't feel like going back to the Statue of the Seven. Let me eat an egg real quick.
Adventure time!
Uh-oh. This place looks empty. Did someone already take it? Well, we might as well head back and see if anyone's turned it in.
I feel like I should have just swam over there. Like, you know, what's the point of teleporting right now? Oh, look at that! Is that all Haytham and Nilu? Oh.
Oh, looks like Layla sees the diadem. But getting to the goal won't be easy.
That guy enters the fray.
Horizon's device has gone haywire.
The competition is heating up. Oh. And here's Kaveh bringing up the rear.
It's Kaveh's toolbox! Throwing the diadem to its owner!
Yes, that's right. Put the diadem in place, and you shall gain all you desire.
Who are you? I need you to get out of my head!
I am confident that you will not disappoint me.
What just happened to me?
Something's wrong.
At long last, someone to inherit my estate, and with it, my research. Come, Kaveh. Come to me, my child.
How do you know my name? Who are you?
I am Sachin. Well, to be precise, I am but a fragment of Sachin's mind. Fate is a curious thing. Seeing you reminds me of another I once met. But you are made of sterner stuff than he, more cognizant of the trials and tribulations of this world. It is you who are worthy to inherit all that I once owned.
That was really cool. That scene was like amazing.
We meet for the first time, children. But what I mean to say now is of utmost importance. So please, pay attention and bear witness. You have all performed outstandingly in this Interdashon Championship. The Academia has many rare talents among its ranks, and you are the creme of the creme. But if I were to choose a successor, I would choose you, Kaveh. Not only because you were victorious, but also due to our similarities in character.
Me? Similar to you?
Why, yes. Both of us have the misfortune to be idealists, and that is the source of our misery. 28 years ago, I came to the desert and lived there for 8 full years. What do you think I saw there? Alas, endless strife and slaughter.
Can everyone else see him?
Conflict over water sources, robbing of merchant caravans, exploitation of the people relentlessly, day after day. Beyond the wall of Samiel lay a completely different world from the one I knew.
Hold on. The reason I didn't say anything during that scene is because I wanted to clip it. There we go. Okay, it's clipped.
The things I witnessed there tormented me greatly. I wished desperately to find a way to save them.
So, did you find a way?
As a Vahumana scholar, I tried to use Vahumana knowledge to find the answer. I researched history and anthropology, performed countless experiments on human nature, and even sought out the scholars living deep in the desert who called themselves the Lost Darshan.
What?
But in the end, I found that the answer I sought simply did not exist. It was not possible to simply assign blame for these transgressions to any one party, for the sins are carved into humanity's very nature. Our nature begets conflict, and conflict begets destruction. This is the inexorable truth. The aim of my research was to draw lessons from history. But what I discovered was that history offers no such guidance. Things can only ever go from bad to worse.
Oh, they can see him. You need to go post a link? Okay, that's fine. I think Ellipse is very far behind on my stream. He's answering things that was already like minutes past.
After this realization, I could no longer see the meaning in anything that I had ever learned. Consumed by an overwhelming sense of emptiness, I could no longer bear to face life. And so, I decided to bring my life to an end.
Oh, no.
But before I went through with it, a strange twist of fate led me to come into the possession of this diadem, which has the ability to preserve part of one's consciousness. Into it, I placed my experiences before requesting that the Academia manage my estate.
As I thought, the contract you signed with the Academia was in essence your will. But if you'd given up hope on this world, why did you feel the need to do this?
I mentioned that I had performed a great many experiments concerning human nature. You may regard this as the very last experiment of them all. The academia has no shortage of genius talents, nurturing the brightest minds of every generation. And so, with a handsome reward to draw out the worthiest of individuals, my hope was that one day I would find one who could untangle the mystery of human nature once and for all, and help to move the world onto a better path.
I see. So you desired a successor who was not only a genius, but who also understood the suffering of ordinary people. Such a person would have a clearer understanding of humanity, society, and the world.
Huh?
But did you ever consider that wealth numbs the human heart to the pain in the world? Even an idealist may be incapable of following through on your wishes after inheriting your wealth.
You are highly intelligent, yet you are not the sort of person who would understand my line of thinking. To me, this is also part of the experiment, part of my investigation into human nature. Whether my successor suffers as a consequence of my research, or succumbs to an indulgence in pleasure-seeking, my research will have progressed.
No, you're just unable to type. Oh, okay.
I grieve the fundamental sickness of the world. I regret the unbearable weight of its history. And I lament the research that I failed to complete. And this, Kaveh, my dear child, is why you will be of great utility to me.
You're absolutely certain that you want to give me everything you owned? For me to do with as I please?
I have faith in what I see in you. Now wear the diadem, Kaveh, and complete the journey that I could not. Will the verdict I reached cause you suffering? Or will this newfound wealth numb your heart? I look forward to your answer. All of my research materials are being stored at our...
Huh?
I've heard enough! My life's enough of a mess already. The last thing I need is more suffering. Keep your Mora. I don't need it. Didn't you say that you saw a lot of people in pain? Well, if that's the case, then your wealth can go to them.
Whoa.
I guess that'll be the end of that.
Kaveh.
Are you all right? Any physical discomfort?
I'm fine. Thanks, Tainari. Don't worry about me.
Don't push yourself too hard.
Kaveh.
Kaveh may have broken the diadem, but he successfully completed the task prior to that. According to the rules, this makes him the victor of round 3. Points-wise, this also makes him the winner of the Inter-Darshan Championship.
Oh!
As the champion and Sachin's personally designated successor, Kaveh has obtained the rights to inherit the entirety of his estate. For the avoidance of doubt, can you confirm that it is your intention to donate all of Sachin's wealth?
Like I said, he thought that the world is a bad place. Well then, let's use what he left behind to change it for the better. Rejecting the world will achieve nothing. He and I, we're not the same.
Lip says, my niece just woke up from her nap and yelled that I'm hungry.
All right. As the scribe, I will make a record of this incident on file. The sages will contact you in person for details on how exactly Sachin's estate is to be used.
That sounds fine. I don't know if his research findings were right, nor would I know how to finish his research for him. But what I do know is that by ending this here, no contestants will have to suffer. we won't be the last. There will be more championships to come, and countless future scholars will follow in our footsteps. Sachin's words can only cause pain, but not anymore. No one else has to hear them now. We're all scholars here. I know full well that shutting down his views like this is autocratic and arrogant. Fine by me. I'll bear that responsibility. It's the least I can do. And, well, it's the only thing I can do.
Well said. What you've expressed is a sense of justice and idealism that many aspire to, but few dare follow through with.
Is Alhaitham complimenting Kaveh? Oh.
I say this despite the fact that, in my view, it's quite ridiculous.
Oh, come on.
You have long been aware of what your flaws are, but your pride alone prevents you from admitting it. Nevertheless, your perspective is well suited to appearing in a victory speech. Contestant Kaveh, on behalf of the organizing committee, it is my honor to congratulate you on your victory.
What? Please. I don't need your insincere praise. Anyway, this isn't the time or place for debates. Keep your commentary focused on the competition, not my views.
Dang. Rita says you gotta be like it. I'm in pain and can't get you food right now.
Congratulations, Kaveh. Also, you'll need to prepare for the award ceremony. Looks like the ceremony will be held at the main venue. Let's head over and check it out.
High time?
Adventure time!
Oh, I see.
Thank you all for your excellent performance. And that brings this year's Interdarshan Championship to a close.
No!
Finally,
I want to see them fight
it gives
more.
me great pleasure to invite our champion, Kaveh, to the stage to receive his award.
Can you pay off his debt?
Typically at this point, we would crown our champion with the diadem as well as presenting them with their award. However, we have just received word that Kaveh has inherited Sachin's estate and made the decision to donate it all to charitable causes.
Sachin's estate is getting donated?
So much, Mora. And he gave it all up?
Kaveh's generosity will give many struggling families the chance to change their lives for the better. Of course, without the diadem and prize money to present, this makes the award ceremony a little more concise than expected. Would you like to say a few words, Kaveh? I'm sure many of our audience, like myself, are curious to learn why you decided to give all this wealth away.
I'm not entirely sure what I should say under these circumstances. I'm glad to have won, even though I'd say luck played a big part in that. As for why I want to give the Mora away, I don't support Sachin's views, and I don't want to take his Mora. With a lot of things in life, people need to experience them for themselves. It shouldn't be up to one person to make a judgment on. Not him, and not me either. Anyway, this isn't really the time and place for such weighty and complicated topics. So, I guess that's all. I'll leave it there. Thanks very much.
Oh, Kaveh, just one moment. While this is a short and sweet award ceremony, we do still have a prize to present you with. Please take this limited edition Genius Invocation TCG card.
Give it to Sino!
Additionally, your champion status will be logged in your record. This means that the sages will give priority consideration to any future project proposals you submit.
All right, I'll take the card. But as for project proposals, forget it.
In that case, I declare the award ceremony over. Let's give our champion Kaveh one last big round of applause.
We better give that to Sino.
I still don't really get it. The sum of Mora would have been enough for me to live in luxury for my entire life.
That just means you're not strange enough to understand the way that geniuses think. Come on, we've still got the whole Wisdom Gala to explore.
Glad that's over. I think I'm quite good at giving speeches, but this one was just so tiring.
Do you mean that you're still exhausted from the competition? Honestly, you don't look happy at all, but whatever else happened, you're the champion, you know? Don't you think you should be proud of that?
I suppose. Oh, wait. Sino said he wanted the card, didn't he? And now I have it, right here.
So you're gonna give it to him? But if it's a rare one, you should be able to make a tidy sum of more off it.
Why would I do that? It's of no use to me whatsoever. I may as well just give it to him. Could you pass it on to him for me when you next see him?
Whoa, whoa! This is a super big deal! You should do it yourself! Come on, let's go find Sino.
Oh, thank goodness.
Huh? But I was gonna rest for a while longer. Hey, stop pulling my hair!
Hey, Paimon pulled him. That's funny. Sino!
What you looking at, Sino?
I'm still thinking about the Sachin issue. What brings you here?
Well, they gave me this limited edition Genius Invocation card, and I figured you'd have more use for it than I.
But it's a limited edition. Are you sure you want to give it to me?
What else would I do with it? I have no use for it.
But it's limited edition. Kaveh, are you in trouble? You don't have to do all this. Just tell me what's wrong and I will help.
Oh, that's not what I meant at all. Yes, I have all sorts of problems, but that has absolutely nothing to do with this card. I'll figure my own issues out by myself.
All right. In that case, I accept your generosity. But now that I realize that you have no concept of its value, I cannot simply take it from you. How about this? I shall buy it from you at a fair price. Namely, the price that the previous limited edition card sold for.
Oh, come on. It's just one card. How much could it really be worth?
1 million more at the very least.
Hey!
How much?
1 million more?
If you feel that's too low, I can go a little higher.
1 million mora for a card? But you already have a whole bunch of these, shiny ones, don't you? I saw your deck last time we played.
Not every card is this valuable, and some cards are exquisitely designed, but not rare.
Huh. Well, I guess they must pay you plenty to be General Mahamatra if you're splashing out on things like this. But really, it's fine. I'd feel bad taking mora from a friend.
Don't feel bad. I save a lot. I can spare the mora for this card.
You don't spend all your savings on your hobbies, do you? You should watch that, you know. You definitely don't want to end up borrowing money in a moment of impulsivity. Living with debt is miserable.
Sounds like you're speaking from personal experience. I guess you've been through a lot?
I don't want to talk about it.
In that case, maybe you're the one who should be listening to your advice. In any case, I, Sino, will take this precious card, and it shall join the deck of destiny. Kaveh, come with me in a few moments to collect the mora. Thanks to you, I have achieved my goal for participating in this tournament.
All right, if you insist. Far be it from me to refuse your courtesy any further. Well, at least I'll be able to keep on top of my bills this month. Maybe I'll even have some left over. In fact, let me treat you all to a meal later. Bring Tighnari and Kale, too.
Well, this is what they call all's well that ends well. Paimon wonders how the other contestants are doing. Let's go check in with them, shall we? Since we're guest commentators and all.
I love Sino so much. That was That was amazing.
Off we go!
Ah! I don't have time to figure this out. Eh. Boom!
Adventure time! Off we go!
Oh my gosh. Proud my butt. What? That sign was kind of adorable. It was a funny conversation. Oh, wait. Chat with the Darshan representatives. It's down there. That was close. All the way down. Wait, is it in the Grand Bazaar?
Off we go! Adventure time!
Oh, wow. Oh!
I'm telling you, you can't go wrong taking advice from me on what to wear. Back in the day, my fashion style was considered cutting edge by everyone in the academia.
Really? Well, then, sure, Madame Farzan. Maybe you could pick out a few fashionable outfits for us.
Farzan! Nilu! Even Dia and Candace are here! What are you all up to?
Candace and I bumped into these two while we were strolling through the streets. Madame Farzan here's pretty friendly. When she heard that we were buying clothes, she decided to give us some help.
Poke up? What do you mean, poke up?
I don't really see anything I'm familiar with. Never mind. We can purchase some textiles and make the clothes ourselves. Let's go with the plain fabric as our base. And embroider red and pink flowers on. Oh, and some green leaves.
Oh, wait a sec. You sure that's the latest style? That sounds a lot like what the older folks back home would wear.
Don't worry. This style is a timeless classic.
No thanks. This is actually sounding pretty weird.
Wait. Madame Farzan's right. That style is a classic, and used to be mainstream fashion. But these days, there's some other options too. If you don't mind, how about I pick some clothes out for everyone? It's not often that we get to meet up, especially since Candace rarely makes it to Sumeru City. Also, I know a few places where I can get a great bargain.
Sure. I'm happy to leave it to you.
Poor Farzan.
I'll come with you to have a look. One always has to keep on top of what the youth of today are into.
Madame Farzan? Come quick! She's over here!
Oh no.
Who are you?
We're new in the academia. We saw all the amazing things you did during the competition. Do you have any classes we could sign up for?
Of course I do. And you're both very welcome to join.
That's great! We can't wait. What's your area of research? Precision mechanics?
I'm from Haravatat.
Huh? But you seem like an expert in machines. Wait, sorry. I remember now. You were representing the Haravatat Darshan in the championship.
Read up? Read up what?
Oh, their classes are so boring, though. I'm sorry, ma'am. Let me know if you run any other classes in the future. I'll be there.
Wow. That was really cold.
I knew it. What about you? Aren't you going to leave with your friend?
I think you're amazing, Madame Farzan, and I'd like to learn from you for a while, if possible. I can take the class you're teaching as an option, even though cross-Darshan lessons might be a little tough to arrange. But I look forward to learning from you.
I see. You're a good egg, child. Don't worry. Study under me, and I promise you, you will get the best teaching available.
Wow.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Well, I won't disturb you any further. See you in class.
I don't quite understand what happened there, but congratulations, I think.
Traveler, Paimon, would you two like to come and pick out some clothes?
Wait, I'm supposed to meet up with Kaveh.
Sorry, we can't. We've got to meet with Kaveh later, and we have to check in with all the other contestants before then. Oh, by the way, have any of you seen Hat Guy or Layla?
Hat Guy.
I don't know where Hat Guy went. We just saw Layla not too long ago, though. But she was hanging out with some other Ratahoa students, so we didn't get a chance to speak with her. Are you gonna go and see what she's up to?
Ratahoa students? They must be the ones who voted for her to enter the competition, right? Oh, she didn't end up winning, so Paimon wonders how they feel about that. Let's go take a peek.
If you don't come to Sumeru City often, classic floral designs aren't a bad choice. And of course, since you're putting this on your body, you need to consider the type of fabric the clothes are made from. Some materials might look stunning, but they can be terribly uncomfortable to wear.
Agreed. After all, is fashion not the constant phasing in and out of classics? In that sense, you could always consider the style I suggested too.
Wait, sorry, ma'am, but I think it could be quite a while before the style you recommended comes back into fashion.
I actually think the style recommended by Madame Faruzan is quite beautiful.
Isn't it just? You have a discerning eye, my dear.
I don't know anything about fashion. The things I wear are like otaku clothes. Literally anime weeb clothes. I'm actually wearing a Genshin Impact jacket of Paimon and
Adventure time.
Pokemon pants.
Off we go.
Layla!
I'm sorry, everyone. I could have done better in the third round.
Oh, stop it. If you're going to beat yourself up after doing as well as you did, how bad does that make us look, huh? Heck, it's not like any of us had the guts to enter the championship.
I didn't see the whole thing, but you were the only contestant who scored points in both the first 2 rounds, right? And I heard that you actually found the diadem first in round 3. You came so close to winning the competition.
Aw, I just got lucky, I think.
That can't be true. You had some really stiff competition out there. The renowned Tainari from Amorta, even Sino the General Mahamatra was there. You're amazing, all of you. Getting points off them is a huge achievement. The way I see it, people aren't exaggerating one bit with the nicknames they give you. You are a genuine genius.
Aw, thanks a lot. But I really don't think I qualify as a genius. In the second round, for instance, I dozed off and somehow found myself beside the device when I came to.
Ah, come on, don't be so hard on yourself. We've decided we're taking you out to celebrate, and that's final. Let's go. Cheer up, Layla. The rest of today's all about you.
Looks like things are going well for Layla. This is great! We haven't seen Hat Guy since the end of the competition. Oh well, it's almost mealtime. We'd better go meet up with Kaveh and Sino now.
Aww. Okay.
Adventure time! Adventure time!
I hope we get another event like this soon. And it is, why would it be in the academia? Hold on. Well, I am running out of stamina. Whee. Wait, isn't the grand... This way, this way. Oh my. The music is just too great. Inside. But it's so beautiful outside right now. We should eat outside. Oh well. Huh? Oh. There's an upstairs to this place? I never knew. I always come here to grab food from each region. I never knew. Like ingredients.
Are you sure you have enough to cover this? Don't blow it all at once.
Don't worry. I budgeted very carefully, and this is well within my means. Anyway, I've lost count of how many times you've treated me. It's high time I return the favor. Oh, Traveler, Paimon, over here!
Ooh, look at all this! Good food, here we come!
I heard that you went to see the other contestants. How's everyone doing?
Faruzan found herself a student, and Layla's classmates are bowled over by how well she did. We couldn't find Hat Guy, though. Who knows where he's gone?
Alhaitham's gone missing in action, too. The one time I'm actually in a good enough mood to treat him to a nice meal, he disappears without a trace. That guy. Where the heck could he have gone? I still have questions about that note he left. Well, whatever. He can do what he wants. Now, let's eat.
You shocked me a little when you hurled the diadem to the ground. On further reflection, of course, it made sense, but at the time I was expecting at least some amount of deliberation.
Sachin's voice started talking to me inside my head from the moment I picked it up. I could feel his emotions, too. It was a mix of despair and horror swirling around inside my mind. He bombarded me with his ideas relentlessly, like he was trying to brainwash me. It gave me a splitting headache that only got worse as he went on. Like I was saying at the time, his views are not necessarily completely without value. But if all his research does is lead to misfortune, then we're probably better off without it.
If his forbidden research were to spread in a harmful form and cause people to suffer, the Mantra would step in and ban it.
I think you did the right thing. I suppose another way to approach it would have been to claim that you agreed to inherit his research, but give up the research as soon as you've inherited the wealth. But that wouldn't have been your style. I won't comment on his theories or experiments, but I don't believe that he was careless in his choice of candidate. He chose you. That means he knew what he was doing.
Perhaps. I just think that if you accept someone else's things, you should honor their wishes.
That's a good thing. It means that you have integrity.
Thank you, oh my god, thank you. See, you get me, Kale. It's a good thing Alhaitham isn't here right now. He'd be quick to explain why you're wrong.
Seems like you always include him in the conversation, even when he isn't here.
Yep. No dinner with Kave is complete without a few words about Alhaitham.
I sense that Alhaitham has in fact been here with us all along.
He's here? Where? Why didn't you tell me?
He lives rent-free in each of our hearts.
Oh, that was horrifying. It literally sent chills down my spine.
Good thing you didn't say that before we started eating. That would have killed the mood in a heartbeat.
Alright, enough about Alhaitham. Tighnari, did you achieve what you wanted out of the championship?
I did. In the first round, in fact. Word of mouth proved very effective. I spoke to a handful of people, they told their friends, and so on. Now, a record number of people have signed up to attend the next lecture. Oh, are you free next month? You should come along. Maybe even say a few words.
About what? I don't know the first thing about anything Amorta related.
Just play to your strengths. For instance, you could talk about the distinguishing features of rainforest architecture, or ask everyone not to chop down too many trees the next time they're building a house.
Oh, well, that's no problem. Sure, I'll make time. Has everyone had enough to eat? I can order more if anyone's still hungry.
I'm full. Thanks. I'm super full, too. If only we could eat like this every day.
Yeah, we should do this more often. Work will always be there, but seeing friends is important too. This is a good restaurant. Let's definitely come here again.
Sounds good. We should pick a few other places as backup options, though.
There are other good places around here, too? Oh, and don't forget to invite us if you go. There's nothing we love more than good food.
Kaveh, do you have plans after this?
I was thinking of maybe going to the academia for some alone time. Nothing set in stone, though. Why do you ask?
There we go. Now I'll hate them's here.
Since everyone is free, why don't we play a few matches of Genius Invocation TCG?
Eager to show off your new limited edition card, are you?
Not to show off. This is my way of thanking you for your help. Only my best friend will have the honor of seeing this card's debut play.
All right, sure. I didn't bring my deck with me, though, so I'll need to borrow one.
Actually, Master, I made a new one a few days back.
Don't tell me you've been spending all your study hours playing cards.
Come on, no need to be so stern. They do say that your innate interests are your best teacher, don't they?
Wow. Do they say the same thing?
Since everyone is free.
Eager to show off your new...
Not to show off. This is my way of thanking you for your help.
All right, sure. I didn't bring my deck.
Actually, Master...
Don't tell me you've been spent...
Come on, no need to be so stern. They do...
Oh. Let me get a picture. Let me get a picture of this. The words! They're covering their faces! Dang it! I can't get a picture! This is... I do this. Boom. Ha. 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 This is a terrible view. Whatever. Boom. Get every angle. Hold on. Nope. No, this is even worse. Boom. My mom is making dinner because I can't. Aw. What kind of dinner is she making? Ah, there's something in my eye. It hurts. Here, I can get them. Look at. Amazing. I'll hate them. Ow. I think I got it out of my eye. Are there any more quests? Wait, at 3. It's still going? Leave the tablet. Oh! Oh, okay. We're gonna see Hat Guy, aren't we? How do we leave? Downstairs is down here. Leave. Paimon, no.
All that stuff with Sachin and the diadem got sorted too. Have you still got anything else on your mind?
Sachin's research? Hat guy.
Oh, right. Yeah, Sachin said that he placed his research materials at somewhere beginning with but Kaveh smashed the diadem of knowledge before he could finish. It might be dangerous if someone finds his old research stash, right? Where do you think it could be?
Aru Village.
Holy smokes, you're right! He said he spent all that time researching in the desert, didn't he? So it's very possible that that's where he'd leave all his suits. Alright then, let's head off to Aru Village and try our luck!
My eye still hurts. Genshin never runs out of the more lore and story. I hope it lasts forever. Even after we visit all 7 nations, I want it to continue. Oh, wait, wasn't that Alhaitham? Oh.
Didn't expect to run into you here.
Alhaitham? What are you doing here? And what are you reading? Are those?
Sachin's notes? Yes.
Dang, already on it.
I came across his profile while I was organizing some documents and became interested in his research. If it wasn't for that, I never would have agreed to being a commentator. I had a hunch after seeing the fragment of his mind, and sure enough, I came here and found his research.
Wait, so you've read it already?
There's a cat!
Are you alright? How do you feel?
I think you may have misunderstood something. The reason Sachin chose that architect to inherit his research was that only he could really empathize with both the calamity and the humanity that these notes seek to convey. Only one who resonates with these sentiments would suffer and begin to think of history as bleak, the present as perplexing, and the future as pessimistic. Empathy is a double-edged sword. Clearly, I am not the same sort of person as Sachin was. Empaths have many friends, and their wide social circle comes with certain societal advantages. But this also makes it hard for them to achieve their goals.
Why's that?
All important things in life involve other people. As such, it's extremely difficult to live a life that causes no harm whatsoever to others.
Lip says chicken, back beans, stuff. Can I have some? I don't know what that is, but sounds tasty.
If you really want to achieve your goals, you have to be prepared to make enemies along the way. Not everyone can deal with that reality.
Kavaz.
And that reality is like the material here. Objective, heavy, negative. But, at the end of the day, for all these experiment results and conclusions, it's just one person's perspective. Sachin's.
So, what are your thoughts now that you've read it?
As a scholar, Sachin was without a doubt a genius. He laid the blame for the darkness in the world squarely on humanity, experimented extensively with reliable results, and drew logical conclusions. In that sense, one might say his views were correct.
So, people are bad? And things can only ever get worse? All of that's true?
That is not a question for me to answer. Someone else will arrive shortly. You can ask them instead. All I will say is that the world is not built on correctness alone. Sometimes, being correct means nothing at all.
Those words you wrote among your notes, what did the line written in ancient script mean?
Lofty ideals may provide no defense at all against nihilism, but perhaps little decisions can. By their own choice, the idealist seeks to bring happiness to all while denying themselves the same. Thus, they shall never reach even the borders of truth until they wipe away the ignorance that blinds them. I've never been able to agree with certain philosophies. Even Sachin himself struggled to comprehend the notion of sacrificing oneself for the greater good.
When you said Kavaz, do you mean Kaveh?
But sadly, all viewpoints will find their supporters, and the way we see the world largely decides our fates. Alright then, I got what I came for. These research materials are yours to look after. I'll be off.
Wait, so you came here just to read this stuff? You missed out on a big get-together, you know.
Exactly.
Get-together? Ah, yes, that makes sense. This is a good opportunity for that sort of thing.
Guess what? Kaveh treated everyone this time.
Then I'm sure he packed up the leftovers for me. See ya.
And there he goes. Well, it seems like he really wasn't affected by this research. He said that someone else would answer our questions. Who do you think that'll be?
Hat guy. I'll hate them boyfriend. Are you talking about Kaveh? You wait around near the research materials. Nahida and Hat Guy. Dang, I hate them just too smart.
You're already here. Nahida! Oh, and Hat Guy.
Why do the kitty cats?
Wait, so you asked him to take part in the championship? Yes, it was me. Are you surprised?
A little. Actually, not really.
Did you know that there was something wrong with the diadem from the start? And if so, why didn't you switch it out for another one?
Lip says yes.
Because Sachin's research is not mistaken. He spent his entire life researching this topic, and these materials are a result of that. These are the crystallization of his wisdom. Yes, I was worried that the material might cause some disruption, but I didn't want to wipe away all his hard work searching for the truth. So instead, I had Hat Guy here help me keep an eye on things.
Seriously? I think you can stop calling me that now.
Why? Don't you like it? Well, anyway, if Sachin's chosen successor hadn't been able to handle his research, or if it had brought pain to more people, he would have intervened at a suitable moment.
And after all that, the person Sachin chose turned his nose up at his life's work. Pretty hilarious.
I was also hoping that this could be an opportunity for you to learn how to interact with people normally. But it looks like that didn't work out.
That wasn't necessary. I'm still paying you back for your help. And the last thing I need is more reasons to be indebted to you.
Nahida, what did you mean by Sachin's research is not mistaken? Does that mean that you approve of his research? Put it this way instead. Truth to me is like a shroom boar. Some people only see the mushroom on the shroom boar's back, and they conclude that the shroom boar is a mushroom. Others see only the shroom boar's body, and they declare that the shroom boar is a boar. Still others look deeper inside, and determine that the shroom boar is meat. These conclusions are all correct in their own way, but none of them objectively describe the shroom boar. Paimon kinda gets it, but also not really. The world is the same way. No one, not even I included, can understand it in its entirety. All of us are somewhere on the path toward truth. Within the confines of our limited knowledge, some may blindly believe in the beauty of this world, and others may focus only on its evils. In truth, the most important thing isn't what state the world is in now, but what people hope it will become. But of course, I don't mean that as a criticism or a call to action. Ultimately, my duty as the God of Wisdom is to guide every form of wisdom to a place where it can find its purpose.
That was a long speech. So what are you actually going to do with these research materials?
Because Kaveh, as the successor of this research, does not wish to see these ideas disseminated, I will seal it up. But even though Sachin's research could be considered negative wisdom, it is still a building block of the truth. If someone wishes to follow in his footsteps in the future, I will not stop them. I also look forward to the day that a member of the Vahumana Darshan can not only comprehend his theories, but also find a way out from the despair as well.
Vahumana doesn't have that kind of talent. Wait, you're not intending to keep me in Vahumana long term, are you? I don't remember signing up to become a scholar. Don't you think I'm useful enough to you as a prisoner?
Oh boy, here we go again. You think so? Well, to that, I would say that in Sumeru, even prisoners have a right to an education. I hope that your studies in Vahumana will help you deal with your own fate and learn how best to settle old debts from your past. I will review your final thesis myself. I'm expecting great things from you, Mr. Hat Guy.
Wow. I love it when Nahida talks. She sounds so cute and smart at the same time. And Scaramouche just sounds so... I don't know, but I like it when he talks too. Talk to Kaveh, yes! Where? Huh? Quest wasn't accepted! Ellipse. Honestly, I support your your shipping right now. I wanted to say that earlier, but I didn't because Nahida was talking. E. Oh my gosh, you're beautiful. Eh.
"20 years ago, the Academia had just received Sachin's estate. To celebrate the huge investment, the Academia extravaganza that year was grander than usual. I was very young then, and I remember seeing posters for the Interdarshan Championship all over the city. I couldn't help but mention it to my father. I even told him that I really liked the look of the diadem. It was so unique. So he said, "Why don't I win it, so I can let you play with it for a few days?"
Play with it?
That made me very happy, and I nodded enthusiastically. But to my surprise, he didn't win. And when he got back home, he seemed extremely depressed. Later, he left home, saying that he wanted to do some investigating in the desert. The quicksand got him not long after that.
Oh, that's sad.
For many years, I couldn't face up to it at all. If I just kept my mouth shut, maybe none of it would have ever happened.
Your father may have seen Sachin that year. Don't mention the results of the investigation.
Wait, so the person we came across in our investigation, who went into the desert 20 years ago, it was...
Is that why Sachin thought I looked familiar? I can't believe it. My father was always too kind for his own good. Sachin's research would have saddened him greatly. He must have gone into the desert when he heard about it to find those who were still suffering. It all makes sense now. I've tried telling myself so many times over the years that maybe his sudden depression wasn't because he didn't win the competition. Maybe something else was going on that I wasn't aware of. But in the end, it all started with me mentioning the competition to him.
No.
Aw,
Don't worry. I destroyed the diadem. There will never be another tragedy like this again. Never again.
That's sad. Any more quests? These are just mini games. Oh. He's suicide. Does that mean suicide? Dang. Let's start. I guess it is the end. No. I'm sad. Gathering of the stars. I had to wait 8 hours for the last two. Your decision. Would you rather me do the mini games right now and we do the 8-hour one another time? Or we should just wait and I'll do another stream once they're all unlocked about the mini games. What do you think? Well, you can decide. I'm gonna go talk to Dory, see if she has anything left for me.
See this.
I honestly thought I was gonna survive that.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Well, I just killed Kave's boyfriend, so. Isn't Dory down here? Dory, where are you? She's not right here. Dory, did she disappear?
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
All my goods come directly from the palace of Alcazar.
Where is she? Did she disappear from the main quest? Because I finished the main quest? Makes no sense. Are they still in here? Okay. Later? Okay, okay. That means more content then for my channel. That's a good thing. Hold up! Aw, they're gone. Man.
Looking at the scores alone, only drawn one side of the story.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Do you think any of the characters are sitting around in the city?
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
I have no idea.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Do you know if you know where one of them are? Sometimes events like these, there'll be somewhere and we can talk to them. Kabe's gone from over here. Yeah! Maybe the Grand Bazaar? No one's over here. Maybe Tainari and Kale are already back giving their lecture. No, not in Vimara Village. I don't think it's Vimara Village, is it? I know, I'm pretty sure it's close to the Vidia Forest. No. Oh, Gandharvaville. There we go. Haha. Where are you, Tainari? There. I haven't been here in such a long time. We need more content with Zhongli. I agree! I agree! Honestly, more content with Zhongli and Child. I need more of that.
Wouldn't gliding
That
be
would be
faster?
great. Your name is That is such a clever name. That is amazing. They really fought long and hard on that.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Where do you think a lecture would be even held here? At Kale's house. Nah, definitely not. Wait, are you serious? We can go to Dr. Baiju's room now? You're lying. You're lying to me. Hold on. Where does Dr. Baiju live? Is it in... I'm gonna guess Boo Boo Pharmacy. Is there a room in Boo Boo Pharmacy? Or does he... I don't know if he would even live at his workplace. Oh my gosh, Leeway is so beautiful. Give us another Lantern of Right event, please. Can we see Zhong Li sing? I know you're lying to me. There's no way. I don't see no stairs. Ha!
Please,
Move over.
show me your prescription.
Can I come inside this? This looks like a door. Nothing. You lied to me. Let's go back to Smera. I want to see if I can find one of them. Maybe next to Kabe's house. It is at Boo Boo Pharmacy? Will it only be during when Baishu comes out then? I know their house is near this place. Over here, I believe. I think it's this house. But we can't go in. To the left. So you're telling me to go back to Leeway? I swear, this is another lie. I have to glide all the way back. I saw nothing. Oh, this place is beautiful. You guys had a decision to reincarnate. Which region would you reincarnate in? To the left. There's a bookshelf right here.
Please, show me your prescription.
There's no stairs. So what do you mean? Hold on. Okay. Go to the
Wouldn't
left.
gliding be faster?
To the left. Can I come inside? Pretty sure I saw. Huh? What? Is this his room? And it has its own theme music. Are you kidding me? I can sit on it? Is it the bed or the chair? Oh, I was hoping for the bed. It's like what... I feel like I have a vibe that Baiju's just laying in the bed, sick, while I look after him. This is beautiful. What is this incense stuff? Jump on the bed. I am terrible at this. Get on the bed. Oh. Can I make this in my teapot with this type of music? Is there anything to collect? Oh. Is this all medicine on the table? Those packs? Where he changes, there's a bucket. What is beautiful? Why can't we enter Al-Haytham's house anymore like this? It's in my... It's open in my game. Al-Haytham's houses? Really? It's not open for me unless I'm looking in the wrong place. I still can't find the rest of the people. Al-Haytham, let me in! Pretty sure this is his house. You happy now? Yes, I am extremely happy. They need to leave Al-Haytham's house open for us at all times. Like, let me go into the Grand Bazaar. I feel like Milu might be still there. Maybe. Milu! Can we see you perform again?
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
He's not here.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
This instance are lavender? Ooh. I don't know what lavender smells like. I never smelled it before. Does it smell good? What region would you guys like to live in if you reincarnated? For me? That's hard. I'd probably just go with Mondstadt, honestly.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Yeah.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Inazuma would be a pretty cool place too. Well, at least when the Vision Hunt decree wasn't going on, it would be. Ah! Dory, I finally found you. Yeah, all your messages are late. Sorry about that.
Well, how did it go? I assume that Lord Sangama Bey's assistants helped you discover something, yes?
You mean...
Sachin was not a good person, and there's definitely something wrong with that diadem of knowledge.
Indeed, we also discovered that.
And in that case, shouldn't you be doing something about it? For instance, telling the Academia that they should give up the diadem?
We already told the Academia, but...
But what?
Kaveh smashed the diadem.
What?
Calm down, Dory. Why are you getting so worked up?
My diadem. My beautiful diadem.
Did you want it?
This was supposed to be the perfect plan. I feed you the information, you discover the issue with the diadem, and then I just wait until the Academia sells it off at a low price. And now, it was all for nothing. Curse that Kaveh. The interest rate on the mora he owes me is about to get much higher.
Dory, chill out. He's suffering right now.
Oh, so that's why you told us about this. Yeah, Paimon did think you were being unusually generous.
My diadem. I'm furious. That's it. No extension on his payment this month, no matter what reason he gives.
Oh, poor Kaveh. Maybe we should come back later. Later? So wait a minute. If we come back later, there'll be another quest? Like, wait a few days? Ah, I still can't find any of the other characters in the city. I found Dory again. I want to find the other characters. Old man, do you know? Lardon. I feel like I know that name. I don't think anyone else will be in this part of this city. Ah, no one's home. Ah, wait, what about the... Isn't the market down here?
Would gliding be faster?
Yeah. Sino, you here? Nope.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Oh, look at that! The diadem poster is right here! That is so cool! On all the Darshan symbols. That's awesome.
Why is it working?
I don't see anyone. Hello. If this was Skyrim, I could push that lady and make her drop her broom. Where are they? Does anyone watching my stream knows where the rest of the characters are, or if they even show up anywhere in the city? They did say they would check out other places for food. Maybe the cafe. For like backups and stuff. Hello?
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
No. Nothing. At all. Dang it. been to this place. I don't think they're anywhere, honestly. Unless they're somewhere in Sumeru. Or Port Ormuz? But why would they be there? Yeah, we go to the... Let me look at the outskirts of Gandharvaville.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Nothing. I don't think they would lecture inside the forest. Since there's a bunch of fungi. Oh well. I'll try to find them later. I'm gonna end this stream from here. I'm surprised you guys stayed to try to see if I could find the characters. I really don't want to give up though. Are you in here? You think I can find Nahida and Hat Guy? Why would they be in here? Wait, does this place open? Oh. Hello? Why does Sumeru have to be so beautiful? I can't take it. Furball! Aren't you one of the mini games? Yeah. Yeah. I remember you. Little Bert. You're adorable. Oh. I already have you in my teapot, so I'm not gonna catch
gliding
another
be faster?
one. Oh, pretty flower. Another pretty one.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
They're not on this rail thing. Why? Okay. I know we still can come in here. I'm pretty sure. Yep. Sanctuary is Sarastana. Hello? Anyone home? No one's home. No one at all. Dang it. Oh, well. Can't find anyone. Oh my gosh, this music's amazing. Sending me memories. Me. Well, I guess I'll have to end the stream here from here. We can't find any of the characters for now. If they are out there. Only Dory. So, they say bye to I'll hate them. Bye bye.